Try? Now, mind your fingers. Keep the blade pressed tight to the stone. That's it. Very good. Let's just see how sharp a job we did, hmm? Here. You take this, stand up. I want you to throw it straight up. Good distance.
Where did you learn that?
Same fellow who taught me how to sharpen a knife. Just takes practice. Splitting it's the easy part. The hard part is skinning it at the same time.
Long feather. Long feather! Over here!
Who are they? French or Huron?
I didn't see. It was like a ghost. A spirit that comes from nowhere. Young Wolf.
Young Wolf was with you? Where is he?
Ghost fires a rifle or takes a scalp.
Here's a stink bait, Harry. And foxes love it.
Most important part of any trap's the bait, Red. That ought to do it.
You still gonna go to the fort, Harry?
Yes. All he needs is salt and coffee, Red.
Candy. Maple sugar candy'd be good.
All right. Well, you keep a sharp weather eye out, Red. I should be back before the next sundown.
Will he live?
Longfeather's spirit is strong. Perhaps.
Let us know if he finds a speech. I know you believe in spirits.
And ghosts?
I believe that more than likely this was done by a normal human.
If we find his trail, we'll have to be very careful.
When we find his trail, we will be.
I've hunted ghosts before.
And?
You never find them.
So what happens?
They find you.
They whistle. They whistle every time I speak. I sound like the wind hollering through a crack in an old barn door.
Well, I can see where that would be a bother.
Well, it's more than a bother. It's driving me out of my senses. What little I have left at my age.
Let's see. This is sweet gum. It comes from a magnolia tree. A little bit around the edges of your teeth. And that wind'll stop hollering. I promise.
Oh, well, thank you. And, you'll see that my supplies are sent out tomorrow?
First thing, Mrs. Jacobs. Thank you.
Howdy, ma'am. I need some salt and some coffee.
Right with you.
Oh, ma'am, I couldn't help but hear you mentioned the magnolia tree. Why, that's the finest white flower. It's got those soft petals just like velvet. It's pretty smell, too. You must have come up here from the south.
Virginia, west of the Potomac.
Ah, I did a little adventuring down there myself, near Richmond. Now, there's a land of good horses. It's a wood full of game. I remember the water just clear and blue, just like the skies.
Yes, I do believe that is the Virginia I know and love.
Harry March, Mrs.
Shields. Elizabeth Shields.
Well, now that we've established our mutual affection for the South, maybe you can help me in another direction.
My pleasure.
You know anybody about the fort here that knows this territory west of here?
There's a woodsman. He lives in the Delaware camp. His name's Hawkeye.
Oh, I don't believe I've ever heard of him.
Well, he is reputed to be the finest scout in the Hudson Valley. And nothing I've ever heard or seen refutes that.
Sounds a little bit like you're sort of a friend of his.
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow. Any friend of an honest and beautiful woman from the colony of Virginia ought to be talked to. Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome.
Oh, might give me a handful of that maple sugar candy. I'd like to purchase some, if you would, please.
Certainly.
Well, maybe you were right. But even a ghost has to leave some kind of a trail.
I don't think you can do that again.
Do what? Oh, yes, I can.
You were lucky. Luck is like the wind. It's here, then it's gone.
Luck has nothing to do with it. It's more like skill and a practiced eye.
More like luck.
All right. Since you're one that has to have proof, I'll prove it. Now, throw it straight up in the air, good distance. Harry. Harry March!
Nathaniel! Now, you remember, splitting it's easy. The hard part's skinning it at the same time.
What are you doing in these parts?
I'm looking for an old friend. Now I found him.
Now, I had it on good account that a Huron war party took off the top part of your head.
Old lady's gonna get the rest of my hair before any Indians do.
Listen, Harry, I want you to meet my best friend, Chingachgook, a Delaware chief. Chingachgook, this is Harry. He taught me most of everything I know.
We didn't hear you coming.
You weren't supposed to. boys off somewhere?
Scalpers shot 2 Delaware Braves this morning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We're trying to find their trail. Your help would be more than welcome.
You still remember everything I taught you?
That and then some.
Very good. Show me.
Okay.
Fox snare. They use stink bait. Now look here. Small build. Walks heel to toe like a white man. Wears pistol on the left.
Wears a second knife and ankle harness. Right foot drag. There's your scalp on her. Don't look like much.
Who's to say what a killer looks like?
Yeah. This fella had quite a business going. French still paid 50 pounds apiece for these.
Providing it belonged to an enemy.
Beaver musk. Huron. You ever make any money this way?
No, not my style.
I just figured you live with the savages the way you do. You might have picked up some of the habits.
Some. Not all. Besides, I don't think of them as savages.
Oh, no offense. Just never figured you for someone that'd go native.
There are worse things, Harry.
Not so many I can think of.
They respect the land, respect each other. Seems the white man could learn a thing or two from them.
All I ever seen of them was their cunning. Well, that is a lesson they could teach us. Still, I remember a night some years back in Champlain, a couple of Indian gals. I think you and me'd have gone any place they'd ask us to go. I seem to recall you'd have married yours.
You have too good a memory, Harry.
You ever do that? Take yourself a squatter wife?
No. How about you? Did you ever get together with Judith?
Afraid not.
That's a shame. I always figured she'd make someone a fine wife.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see, 2 candles.
Let me help you there.
Over there.
You know, if you women are gonna keep running trading posts, somebody's gonna have to invent a smaller sack.
Thank you.
My pleasure, ma'am.
Did you find Hawkeye?
Indeed I did. Turns out he's an old friend of mine. Of course, when I knew him, he was still Nathaniel Bumpo.
And how long ago was that?
Long enough, so I still had all my hair. 20 years.
What was he like back then?
Blank sheet of parchment, hardly been written on.
He turned out very well.
I'm proud to hear that. Hope you forgive me for being a little forward, but I'd like to invite you to accompany me to that tavern. I'm meeting Nathaniel there. It'd be my pleasure to buy the two of you a drink.
Man, put some effort into it. He won't be beating you this time.
Come on, you got more than that. don't spend much time in taverns, do you? Well, you hold your tankard like a teacup. One more cider?
Oh, not for me.
I'm fine, thank you.
How about you, big man?
How do you play this game?
I'll show you.
Do you think he stands a chance?
Only one man I know can beat him.
You ready?
I expect I am.
Go!
You can take it. You're a better man than I am, big man.
And here I thought the one man who could beat him was you.
Well, sometimes winning isn't the most important thing.
General salute, present your fire. Lock.
There you go. Got anything else, ma'am?
Just the flour.
I'll get it. That ought to do it.
I can't thank you enough for helping me, Harry.
My pleasure, ma'am. Listen, there's been an awful lot of shooting in the woods lately. Might be a good idea if somebody accompanied you while you made those deliveries.
I would be delighted with the company, Mr. March.
Okay, all set?
Yes?
Yeah.
Company, turn to ground arms. Ground your fire. Lock.
How is it that you have never been caught by a woman?
How do you know I have been?
Woman knows these things.
There was a woman once,
What was her name?
Judith.
Judith. Did she marry someone else?
No, she died.
I'm sorry.
So was I.
We take the right fork.
No, we ain't.
Harry,
Yes?
we're going the wrong way.
No, we're not.
What are you doing?
I think it's called kidnapping. Yeah.
Okay. Did you get some powder?
He got killed. Longfeather has regained his speech.
You a better friend?
Yes. What of young Wolf?
You saw no one?
Oh, I told you, it was like a ghost.
What about the rifle shots?
I saw one flash.
Did it come from close to the ground? As if it were fired by a small man?
No, it came from very high. As if the ghost stood upon a low branch. Or was very tall.
It's Harry. They're at the Jacobs place. We'll take the Ticonderoga Trail.
Down from there. We walk from here.
Why are you doing this?
You'll know soon enough, Missy. Now, come on. Ah! All right. I didn't have use for you. You'd be dead right now. Now take that riverbed. Move. Okay. Get up. Come on.
Heavier track goes left.
They started moving faster. They struggled here.
Elizabeth left by foot.
With Harry?
Harry leaves no prints.
Then we follow her.
No. This is for me to do.
Big Pine takes the Shields woman for bait. He wants you to follow. Why do you do what he wishes?
Something's happened. He's not the same man who taught me the forest, the rivers.
None of that matters. He has a plan. You have none. I want to make things even.
I want to go alone.
He moves as well as you, perhaps even better.
Perhaps.
You were without knowledge when he found you. Now he has you acting the same foolish way.
Look, I do not expect you to understand.
Understand what? That you risk your life needlessly? You are right. This is something I do not understand.
If I do not go alone, it has no meaning.
And if you die, it has no meaning.
Then let it have no meaning. But I will go alone.
Will find us.
Of course he will. I taught him everything he knows. Thing is, I didn't teach him everything I know.
Which was what?
All right. You gotta become one with your surroundings. You gotta slow your breathing, match it to the breeze in the trees. And you gotta let loose of time. Time's a thing of man. You want to become one with nature, you gotta cut loose all the things of man. Listen, smell, see, not with the tools of man. There's a snake over yonder.
You can't hear a snake.
No. I guess you can't hear a snake, can you?
But how?
Not the sound a snake makes. It's what the presence of this snake does to all the other critters around it. Ah, yeah. Bird scolding. Squirrel warning a yawn. And frogs. Afraid they're gonna be the snake's supper. Yeah, it's like following a clear trail right to the source of the ruckus. Now, come on, woman. We got company coming. Go ahead, ask.
All right. I'm asking.
He stole something from me.
Hawkeye doesn't steal. You don't know him at all.
I know him longer than anyone. All those years ago, I saw smoke coming up from the trees. I went to investigate. There he was, scrawny 13-year-old, digging graves for his parents. First thing I taught him is you dig one, not two. Lovers might wish to spend eternity as close as possible.
I would expect a man like you would not know anything about lovers.
A lot more than you could even imagine, Missy.
The woman, Judith, what was she to Hawkeye?
She loved him.
And you were jealous.
No. Would have made her happy, would have made me happy. He spurned her. He did not return her love.
Maybe he was not able to.
No matter, he left. I asked her to marry me. I begged her. She could not think of anything but him. For 15 years, she could not think of anything but him. finally she just wasted away. A broken heart is a slow way to die. Now it's time to even things out. He's gonna follow that little trail of pebbles you've been leaving. Yeah. He's gonna circle this clearing, look for the perfect way in. And that's when he's gonna push this branch back. It's real important when you're gonna trap something to control the situation, know what your prey's gonna do, every move it's gonna make. And to have the right bait. Down. You just watch, Missy.
It's a trap, Hawkeye!
Thanks for your help. I was counting on it. Thing about it is, Nathaniel got himself disoriented. Worst thing can happen in the wilderness. One minute you're in control, next minute you're dead. Listen here, I let you live once because I had reason for it. Don't you push me, woman. Now, come on.
Where are we going, Harry? Where are you taking me?
Nothing, Mrs. Shields. Anyway, that's the way I want to remember it.
You left Hawkeye back there to die. What more do you want?
Nathaniel's not gonna die. I told him to slip every knot known to any man alive. He'll be along right soon. The glimmer glass. That's what Judith called this lake from the time she was a little girl. You ever see any place more beautiful, more magical?
She lived here, didn't she?
Oh, she was the most handsome gal in this whole Hudson Valley. At least she was, till he shamed her. You ever love anybody that didn't love you? That's how he killed her. By not loving her.
You can't make someone love you, Harry.
He broke her heart. After that, she could never feel anything for anyone. I laid her here when she passed. I knew she wanted to be close to the glimmer glass. I just want you looking when Nathaniel dies. I want you to know how it feels. You can call out if you want. Maybe that's just what I want you to do. Nathaniel's gonna die slow, Mrs. Shields. Just like Judith did. Don't you worry none. When it's all over, I'm gonna kill you real fast.
after.
He should be here soon. Although he's probably out there now trying to figure out some way to trick me. And you know a snake can't move through the woods without all them other creatures fixing up a fuss. That's how I'll know where he is.
Nathaniel! Where are you? Judith died wanting you, Nathaniel.
I never sought her affections, Harry. Never.
She chose you.
Not because of anything I did. I'd remember that.
I held her while she died. Her last words were of you. That's all I remember.
Don't do it, Harry. Don't cling to the past. Let it go.
It was Hawkeye's wish to bury his friend alongside Judith, so that Harry would be with her for all eternity. It was a noble gesture from Hawkeye. This strong and honorable man, I would expect no less. But there are times when I find myself wanting so much more.
You still angry? Fair enough. But you were right. He wasn't the man I remembered. The man I remembered was a good man. That's the way I choose to remember Harry.
So he was a ghost? This man who came here?
A ghost from the past.
Mm-hmm.